Welcome, and thank you for checking out our How to Invest in Hamilton video. This resource is dedicated to providing you with additional information about Hamilton, along with some effective strategies around investing in Hamilton. As you may already know, Hamilton has been forecasted as one of the best cities in Canada to invest in for well over a decade, primarily based on underlying driving economic factors such as increasing average income, decreasing employment, positive net migration, declining interest rates, and the effects of transportation, and most recently, what we call the ripple effect. Now, when it comes to employment in Hamilton, the largest employers are Hamilton Health Sciences, McMaster University, the City of Hamilton, and the Hamilton Wentworth District School Board, and these are all government-backed, well-paying, secure jobs. Located in the most densely populated corridor for economic activity in the country, Hamilton is right in the heart of the Golden Horseshoe. The Golden Horseshoe is home to roughly 9 million Canadians today and forecasted to grow to almost 14 million Canadians by the year 2041. And this region is experiencing what is known as the Manhattan Effect, with Lake Ontario to the east and the world's largest greenbelt to the north and west, and further restricted by development due to the Niagara Escarpment, which is a global biosphere. Essentially, we're running out of land to build on in this region. And as a result, Hamilton is gearing up for at least a 50% intensification between 2021 and the year 2051, which requires over 110,000 new housing units to meet this goal. Of those 110,000 new units, over 3,000 of them are forecasted to be accessory dwelling units. Hamilton has also recently experienced a shift in population growth, whereby the largest demographic segment is millennials. This huge cohort of individuals is looking to purchase and rent homes, which is a great opportunity as landlords. The City of Hamilton is currently home to 580,000 people, and it's expected to grow by over an additional 236,000 people by the year 2051. That's almost an increase of 50%. Under the GO Strategic 2020 plan, the GO by Metrolinx, amongst a number of other initiatives, is planning on converting trains from diesel to electric, which will have a significant decrease on commute times, along with increasing the frequency of traffic and additional stops through the Hamilton into Niagara corridor. Most recently, effects of COVID on housing has really fueled what is referred to as the ripple effect. Hamilton has for a long time been known as a bedroom community for commuters into Toronto. But as a result of more virtual workplaces, many homeowners and tenants are leaving the city and residing in larger properties with more land. As a result of these moving economic forces, they're forecasting an additional 122,000 jobs into Hamilton over this time frame. For those of you savvy investors that are looking for some of the fundamental statistics and metrics, get your pens ready. The current average home price in Hamilton is $804,179, which is up marginal, just 2% versus last year on a year-over-year basis. Compare that to historical appreciation. If you were to take a look at a 60-year average, Hamilton has seen price appreciation around the 11% per year. And when it comes to vacancy rates and average rental rates, a one-bedroom vacancy is hovering around 3% and rents for $1,847. A two-bedroom vacancy rate is hovering around 2.5% and rents for just over $2,211. And a three-bedroom vacancy rate is 2.6% and rents for $2,790 a month. One of the most common questions that I'm asked almost daily is, how's the market? And whether you realize or not, when you ask this question to an analytical realtor, what you're asking essentially is, are we in a buyer's market? Are we in a balanced market? Or are we in a seller's market? The market intelligence tool to determine the strength of the market, or what is also referred to as the absorption rate, is what is referred to as months of inventory. A seller's market is defined as 0 to 4 months of inventory. A balanced market is defined as 4 to 6 months of inventory, and a buyer's market is greater than 6 months of inventory. Now in Hamilton, we're currently sitting at 3.7 months of inventory, which is defined as a weak seller's market. In fact, many sellers are feeling like it's a balanced market, and it can be a great opportunity to be an investor or a purchaser. As an investor, all of these metrics are really important to help identify effective short-term or long-term, as well as negotiation strategies and tactics. Some of the most effective investment strategies that we see in Hamilton include long-term buy or hold, or a flip to yourself because of this realized and ongoing forecasted price appreciation. Now, I'd like to introduce you to one of our sales partners, Shauna Conley. Shauna is one of our investment specialists, and she's very active in the field. She really knows her stuff. Shauna is going to share with you a recent success story of how one of our clients effectively used the strategies to grow their portfolio and build generational wealth.
Hi everyone, it's Shauna here from the Heddle Group. I'm going to share a recent client success story that investor clients of ours have just purchased. We're going to walk through our strategy, how we got there, all while navigating the Hamilton real estate market. So we knew that we wanted strong cash flow, and when we came across 150 Ewan Road, we knew it was going to be the right fit. This property is located in the Ainsley Wood neighborhood, right across from McMaster within Hamilton. So this checked all the boxes that the investors wanted to attract in terms of demographics. Now the property was already fully tenanted, but at top market rents. So sometimes getting a property with tenants already in place isn't always the best case scenario for cash flow, but in this situation the tenants just moved in a month prior, so we knew we were getting the most up-to-date market rents. One of the best features of this home is that it was already set up as 2 units as well. So although the property was currently operating as a student rental, when the landlords go to get turnover, they can have the option to rent it traditionally. Now, even in the strong seller's market that we saw earlier 2022, we were able to secure this property at asking price despite being in competition. Even so, the financial outlook looks very favorable, and I'm going to walk you through what that looks like. So as I mentioned, the property was set up as 2 units, but operating as a 7-bedroom student rental. Because it was already fully tenanted, we were able to use the actual rental income when running our financial analysis, as opposed to estimating market rents. In this case, the property was bringing in $6,050 a month. Now, the property did not have any other sources of income. If, for example, you have a detached garage or, say, coin-operated laundry, that income from those sources would go in this other income line. Now, given the proximity to McMaster University and its very large student rental population, it is very common for us to see a very low vacancy rate in this neighborhood. However, we still used our standard 3% vacancy rate just to be safe. And that gives us a gross operating income of $5,869 per month. Now we want to take a look at our monthly expenses. So of course we have our property taxes, our insurance, utilities, which in this case, the landlord pays all of them. So hydro, gas, and water is factored into this number. We use a increased repairs and maintenance budget of about 5% as opposed to our standard 3%, just to compensate for the fact that they're students and there may be a bit more repairs or maintenance when you get that turnover. These landlords decided to manage the property themselves, so there is no property management in place, leaving the total monthly expenses just over $1,500. Now we want to look at our monthly debt service as well. So these investors used the traditional 20% down payment, were able to secure an interest rate of 1.99% at the time, meaning that their monthly mortgage payment is $2,950 per month. So now that we have our income, our expenses, and our debt service, we can now calculate our monthly cash flow. And to do that, you simply take your gross operating income minus expenses minus your debt service, and that leaves monthly cash flow in this situation of $1,348 per month. Now there is one more piece to this analysis, and that's to look at the 4 ways to win. So first, to calculate that, we need to look at our total cash invested, or otherwise known as our acquisition costs. Those are comprised of your down payment, any initial improvements you want to do on the property, home inspection, appraisal, land transfer tax, legal fees. In this case, total cash invested was just shy of $220,000. Now, based on that number, we can calculate the 4 components of the total ROI. So in this situation, cash flow represents 7.37% of our total ROI. Principal recapture represents 8.99%. Passive appreciation, which is used to is calculated with a 5% market annual appreciation, and in this situation worked out to comprise 22.8% of the total ROI. You'll notice here forced appreciation is 0. This property was relatively turnkey. There were no renovations to force appreciation that the landlords wanted to take on, leaving our total ROI of 39.17% in year 1. So if these financials look attractive to you, or you're eager to learn more about how you can secure a property of this nature, please, if you haven't done so already, be sure to register for our Deal of the Week and our free investors reports for both Hamilton and the Niagara region, simply by clicking the registration link in our booth. We hope you found this insightful, and we look forward to helping you achieve your real estate goals in the future.